Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and today we're doing some more Ice PvP here on the channel. This game was streamed live on my Twitch, and this match was not actually fought against one of the 7 schools of magic. I actually wasn't even fighting a player, if you can believe it, because as a matter of fact, I was fighting the Icy Imperial Court deck. Now this is, you know, a really hard fight to win sometimes, but you know, if you just stay in it, you persevere, you really play up to your defensive, I guess, identity as an ice wizard, you can beat the Icy Imperial Court deck. And I mean, listen, it is a very, very hard matchup. Oftentimes the Icy Imperial Court deck will, you know, make you wish you uninstalled the game, but sometimes, like, you know, if you get good enough, then you can beat the Icy Imperial Court deck. And the Icy Imperial Court deck proved to be quite a tough opponent in this game today. And, you know, I did my absolute best despite it. So, you know, I hope y'all enjoy watching the this long and intense fight against the Icy Imperial Court deck. So, to go over my deck setup, this was what I was using at the time. Side is a little shredded because I changed up how I, like, play. Like, I use life weaving now, and that sort of deal. Like, this is my new deck, my new side deck. So, you know, this is what I will be using going forward. But, you know, for now, the side is a little shredded, but yeah, you mostly get the point. So, with that being said, I don't really think I have much else to say necessarily. I already showed you the gear and the deck setup in the last Ice PvP video, so if you want to check that out, definitely go look at that. I will just sort of show off everything one last time, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this riveting game against the Icy Imperial Court deck. Okay, so presumably another myth, because that is a mythic fuel pet. But I think we will just start doing what we were doing before. Dual Skull Pierce Jewels enable cosplaying? Yeah, they do. That is a whole thing. That may not be good against a myth. That is good against a myth. And I like the fact that we've got auras. So let's see what she does. Mythblade, fair enough. Okay, Fire Pip. Interesting, interesting. I will get an Ice Pip actually and just brace. I see a Life Wizard watching my match. That's just ominous. Alright, so it does look like she is going to go for that and completely disregard Wyvern in every way, but I guess if I were to do that, she would just counter the counters, right? I don't mind doing this. Maybe I'll be able to get a Lord of Winter play off at some point. Tower Shield, maybe. Not really. Let's see. I was kind of hoping she'd go for an Attenuate so I could stabilize. Just a Toth, okay. Ironically, the first time people went full cosplay, they got it. When it looked lucrative money-wise, it got brought back. Y'all remember the Ice Wizards using Storm Scion? I remember the Death Wizards using Storm Scion. That was a that was like a nutty meta. Wow, that was goofy as it can be. Oh, but that's a dot. Interesting. So let's go ahead and switch pips. And straight up, I don't mind just let's get rid of the Frostbite and go for Moon. Because we've got a little time. 1606, not bad for an unbuffed moon. Life King Art is something, but I want to try and pull... Alright, I mean... Maybe Attenuate would have been the wave. Fire Elf, I mostly want to pull for... Empower or Toilet. I think that's important. The issue is she may just elf here, which is a problem. Alright, doesn't look like she's doing that. I'll get rid of my own elf, actually, and stabilize. And then if I have to use all these pips on a life art, then I will, but I'd rather Toilet. Okay, I got it. Golem could be good too, just to stall. It's just I don't want to eat an Oni for any reason, especially not if it's buffed. So, alright, she did that, which means I can just sort of gladly go for this. If she does Fire Elf, it's a good move. But I would Spirit Shield. Are they nerfing something on ice again? Yes. Or honestly, yeah, I could just shield her out the whole time. They're going to be presumably banning Frostbite. Alright, she went for this. That's fine. But yeah, they're going to be banning Frostbite and nerfing Winter Moon. That's what they're up to. Okay, interesting. So those are 4-rounders. Let's go for a Balefrost this round, because I can, due to the Fire Pip. And then if I can get a Surge, that's huge. What is it being nerfed? I don't know, but I know that they're gonna get rid of the what's it? The pure damage path that's been super reliable this whole time. So yeah, we're gonna do this. And that actually detonated. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Good to know, actually. And the Toilet there is super good. So I might just start shielding, to be honest. Or I don't know. Maybe that's a bubble? Good. We wanted that. Time to quit PvP again? Yeah, probably. Alright, so bubble here was a good pull. And I guess we could just sit on these life pips and keep a Toilet in hand the whole time. I'm down for that. So that allows me to get an ice pip. So that's good. She does have a single buffed pigs, but yeah, I could just go for the elemental. Or even a frostbite if she shields. That's probably the play, if she does shield. Is that... Okay, that's an attenuate. I wish I had something to use here, but I do not. Let's maybe get that pip and shield. Because now I'm threatening a Scion, so... we have that going for us as well. It's actually a good chance she'll just drop bear, but... Yeah. Just tuned in, what are they nerfing to my goat eyes? Yeah. Roshler's got you covered there. Shu could be interesting. I could do that. It just might be a turn too late because of this. That's the only problem. It's gonna get a lot of damage here for free. So I do like the idea of Shu. Yeah, 2.3k. Yeah, we'll go for that. Why not? And then I could maybe Spirit Shield out of it. Or most ideally I'd Moon. But who knows if I'll pull that. Are they taking that poison at least? I'm pretty sure they are. They're also nerfing just a bunch of lore spells across the board. $15.35, not bad. If she does immolate those, I guess I have a Tuaret. Not really pulling much good stuff though. That's a problem. Okay, let's do that. And I mean, I guess I could do this. It's just that OT is doing so much. I should make Handsome more useful instead of being a garbage ass spell. Yeah, is what it is. Stabilize into a Life King art could be kind of huge. Okay, but she went for this instead. But my god, dude. I think Stabilize is the issue. Or, not the issue, but the move, no matter what. She just gets so much of this, is the problem, because I'm not pulling moons. That's a huge problem right there. We will get rid of that. And that at this point, and go for a Stabilize. Dude, imagine I Tuareted these. Can that be over? Okay. I just like making ice garbage in general. Yeah, just is what it is there. Another Shu could be neat, just in case. But I don't know. I also just don't know where my Winter Moons are. Like, Elemental is the play right here, and it's just like not that. Maybe I'll get rid of that actually and go for it. It's double buff. Maybe I could pull a moon next round. Something useful, you know. Still did 1,000 through a brace. Not bad. Still no moon. That's not going to be useful, but Attenuate will be. Blade. Yeah, she's just going to take a Stone Colossus, I'm pretty sure. Get rid of that and Attenuate. So I am threatening a big hit. Like a strong Winter Moon right here. It's triple buffed. I mean, I don't have it, but, you know. Okay, at least I can cycle a little bit more. That helps. So get rid of that as well and just Attenuate. So, I mean, I have a huge hit. What the hell? Dude, this is the most demonic hand of all time. The only saving grace is that she's keeping the Aura War up. That's the only thing helping me right now. That, I guess, we'll have to do for our hit. But she'll just stone again is the problem. Like this right here, what I'm about to do, the Ice Elemental that's going to do 1500, should be a Winter Moon that's doing 3500. But because I deck failed, I lose out on 2000 damage and probably the match. Because she gets 2100 through a brace. Just absolutely, you can't make this up. Because this is going to do good damage, without a doubt. But it's just not going to be comparable to what I could have had. 1800, yeah. Winter Moon would have done 35. There you go. At long last, bruh. Dude, I don't know. If she shields right now, what do I do, you know? Maybe I get rid of the Surge. Storm. Yeah, Beetle. So I do get the Moon after all. But not before she gets a colossal hit of her own. So this actually might set me up nicely. No crit on the Moon. Dude, I just lost 600 damage because of no crit. At least I can aura forever. But like, what the hell? I hope she sagas so I can twar at it and maybe get back in the game. What's that? Bubble? Yeah. So I'll bubble. Get me my 35. How many rounds do I have left on this brace? 2? Okay. So I get 35 bub. I hope she goes to the Saga. That'd be so useful for me. I could Frost Feather, I guess, if I needed to, but yeah. We're at the point where she should be scared of a Moon, and I think she is, but the deck just isn't giving it to me, so what can you do? That will probably buff up the dot, right? So I can do this at least, yeah. It wasn't going to do much, but it got some extra. There we go. Yeah, now that we're into the second half of the deck, like, there's no way it should be, like, just giving me nothingness. Shield here would be pretty tragic, I can't lie. What's she doing? Does she have anything? Maybe not. Ninja Pigs? Okay. I can work with that. Summon a Moon here. That's the play for sure. Probably get rid of the Frost Feather and a lot of the other stuff while I look for another hit. I think against all the odds, we pulled this one out of my anal cavity. I don't know how, but somehow it was done. Dude. I fought my deck more than I fought her, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, the Mythic Null Dragon is a good alternative for the Maple Moose. I just... I don't like this guy having stood here the entire duration of the match is threatening and like without a doubt.